We have been working with adults with autism to empower them with skills for a more functional and independent future within the community. We train our students to do a variety of different functional living skills to equip them for future employment and future independent living. The purpose of this video is really to showcase the types of tasks that adults with autism can do. And if you are a parent or a caregiver desiring to see your adult with autism's daily schedule with fresh eyes and to find meaningful ways that they can increase in their functional living skills, then keep on watching. We hope that this video will give you ideas and inspiration for ways that your adult with autism can start. Hi, I'm Eileen, special educator and founder of Let Me Learn. Join us on our reflective journey towards building independence in adults with autism so that empowerment, connection, and sustainable inclusion can happen. Let's learn together. In our Independent Living Skills series, we started off by sharing first steps to get your adult with autism to be independent. If you haven't seen that video, we will link it above. And there are challenges when it comes to going down the path to get your adult with autism to be independent. But one of these challenges is not knowing what you can have them do. So at our center, we ran a food business, a dog treat business, a kombucha business, and all which our students are directly involved in the making of. Our students range from individuals limited in their verbal ability, fine motor, and cognitive processing to individuals with higher communication skills, precise fine motor abilities, and higher processing abilities. So, the functional life skills that we are about to show are suited for the ability range of adults with autism. We will start off with tasks that can be done by most students and then slowly progress into tasks that only specific ability groups can carry out.
This first task here is learning how to fill up their water bottle so that they can be ready for the day. You can do that in the morning or even do that at night before they go to bed. If you're worried about spills, you can put a rag or a cloth at the bottom, and it really helps with their confidence if they were to spill any water. One of the simplest things that your adult with autism can do is to make their bed early in the morning. This is a task that will not have any dire consequences if they were to mess up, and it really gives them a lot of leeway to be able to try it out, try again if they didn't do it right, like you see in this video, and they can have a bit of guidance and start again. It is also very visually rewarding. Once their bed is made, they are able to look at their bed and just feel this sense of pride that they have managed to tidy up their sleeping space, and makes them feel great. This next task is peeling garlic, and it seems to be the most therapeutic task out of all, and even our lowest level students are able to do it. The next task is washing vegetables. They might need a longer time to do this task, and they might need some guidance to know how to wash vegetables, especially those vegetables that have dirt stuck in between, to know techniques of how to remove the dirt so that the produce and vegetables are clean. Another activity is peeling hard-boiled eggs. This activity is good for students who have some fine motor control and will not completely crush the eggs. It's a great one because the eggs can be made into sandwiches and included as a side in many meals. Over here, we have a student scooping out a traditional Malaysian dish called otak-otak that Chef Tarina introduced to them, but the main skill here is to scoop up dishes for themselves. This activity requires the skill of estimating amounts, and it also teaches them to think of others, to serve others if they are scooping food not only for themselves. We are now slowly progressing to the more challenging functional living skills, which is to plan out their time and daily schedule. Over here in one of our independent living skills programs, our students spend 30 minutes at night planning out their schedule for the next day, including broken down tasks like showering, getting dressed, leaving the house, and working out the time they would need to get these tasks done. We like to list out all the activities and then work backwards to see what a reasonable time would be to wake up.
Good. So for the time, you write from earliest to latest or latest to earliest?
Very good.
Very good. So start from your class.
10 o'clock.
The next functional living skill that I highly recommend is doing their own laundry. It is not overly complicated, and the adult with autism will feel a sense of pride in being able to take care of their own clothes. If knowing which buttons to press or which settings to select causes confusion, then try putting labeled stickers indicating which buttons to press or writing numbers on those stickers to help them sequence it. If in doubt, a visual is a sure way to clarify any confusion. We had a student who had the tendency of putting too much detergent. A solution was using detergent pods, where he just unwrapped a pod and put it in. This helped there to be a consistent amount for each wash. After doing the laundry, if your home does not have a dryer, like many homes in Malaysia, then learning how to hang up their clothes to dry is a key skill. Now, I would like you to pay attention to the joy and motivation this adult with autism has when doing this task. This particular student had no issues with hanging up the clothes as he had company from the trainer to be able to chat with. This is the connection that we refer to as tasks are being done that motivates the adult with autism. To complete the circle, or close the loop, as we say here at Let Me Learn, is to fold and put away their clean, dry clothes. This will take time to do as well, and sometimes many tries for the adult with autism who has fine motor challenges. This is also a process that can be frustrating for perfectionist parents and caregivers, as they may not be able to do it as well as you do. But remember that what is important is their willingness to try, their beginnings to take care of their belongings, and their emerging sense of self-confidence and self-responsibility. So I challenge you to set aside your urge to critique or your urge to do it for them and allow them time and space to struggle. After that, acknowledge their effort and their perseverance, because at the end, these are the two main ingredients they need in order to live a successful and independent life. Finally, we want to get them to put all their clothes away. Washing the dishes is a challenging but great task because it requires many different skills combined. They have to look attentively, organize the sink, and fine motor abilities as well. If they have never done washing before, start off with less items and slowly increase to more. Cling wrapping and storing away food items is another good task. We learned the importance of teaching this when our students stored a packet of cheese in the cupboard only to be discovered a week later. Not only do they need to learn proper ways of storing food, which is important knowledge when living independently, but it's a great time to talk about how dairy and fresh produce go bad without being chilled, and also talk about the amount of time food can be stored for. Our final skill is using a list to buy items. Many of our students initially struggled to find grocery items in the grocery store. We had to not only write the name of the item, but also show them the picture of the item we needed. Slowly, after many rounds to the supermarket, they have improved in their understanding of which sections house which products. So practice, practice, practice definitely brings about improvement.
Sian, can you show Jenja the picture?
Jenja is here. Here. Tomato paste. Tomato paste. Jenja. Here. Tomato puree. Jenja, here. This is tomato puree. Tomato.
What is this one, Ginger?
Tomato.
Look carefully.
Tomato. Yeah.
Look carefully. Look lower down. Is it the same, Ginget? Yes, good.
For the adult with autism with emerging reasoning and analytical skills, a skill they can cultivate is learning to choose the item based on price, brand, and features. Here, our student needed to buy eggs and had to notice the different types in order to decide on which ones to buy.
So those were the functional living skills adults with autism can do at home. We hope that this video helped to inspire you to find a task or two to help your adult with autism get started. Do remember that the main aim is to help them see the purpose in this and also to help them feel successful in doing these tasks. So do leave in the comments below which ones you've tried, and we'd love to read about it. Let's learn together.